Hey there everyone, all the techies and data enthusiasts there. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video, we are going to discuss about computer vision roadmap. So you asked for it and I record a video on it. So guys, you can see this comment here, one person requested for a detailed computer vision roadmap. That's the reason I'm creating this particular video. I'm reading your each and every one comments. So those who are requesting any new topics, I'm reading out them, so slowly I'll create a videos on them and you will be seeing those videos as well. If you have any other topics which you need me to explain, make sure to comment below this particular video. I'll check each and every comments, I'll reply whatever questions you have, and also I'll definitely record the videos if required, if it's helpful to others as well. Okay, so guys, now let's get started. In this particular video I'll be detailedly explaining about what is computer vision and what are the roadmap, like what are the tools you need to know and which programming language and why it's important. Okay, so let's get started. So guys, computer vision roadmap. So this is a complete roadmap. This time I did not come up with whimsical one which I used to come up previously. Here I have written everything detailedly in this PDF so that even you guys can go through this PDF. You will be getting this PDF link in this video description. Once you check out this complete video, take the PDF as your reference and make sure to have a look on them. Okay, so first, introduction to Python. Means you need to know what is Python. So computer vision, let me just tell you what is computer vision. Computer vision is a technique using which you will be working mainly on images and videos. Okay, so the main role of computer vision in data science or AI comes in this only. So all this ideogram, generative AI applications, like you have in Gemini Image Gen 3, from ChatGPT you have DALI 3 which generates images, right? All these particular models at the back end, they follow computer vision. Stable diffusion models are there, some of them. So I'll be explaining them in detail in this particular video. Your main prerequisite will be to first understand the Python. So what is Python and why is it important? Okay, so in this you have Python is a programming language and you have all these 6 main core concepts which you should be thorough. Okay, number one is core Python fundamentals, like you have variables, operators and conditional logic. Like in variables you have operators like operators plus, minus, double, equal to, why you use them. So all this are written, right? So this particular videos I am creating it in detail in my YouTube channel. Python 2024 playlist is already running right now. You can go and have a look on that. Already 10 or 12 videos are done. So it will be very interesting. By the time you come up with those 12 videos, more Python videos will be coming out. So make sure to check out the Python playlist. The playlist link will be in this video description. After this, you need to know about the essential data structures like list data structure, what is list, dictionaries, tuples, and even you have to know about efficient data management, like how, and mainly you need to know what is indexing. Dictionaries are there. In dictionaries, what is key value pair. So if you see my Python playlist, you will learn them very clearly. And control flow and loops like while loops, for loop, nested if loop, and control statements like break, continue, and statements like if statement, else, elif statements, all those are required. So have a look on them. Functions and recursion. So writing reusable functions and implementing them again and again. So that is the main use of it. Like def function you can write your own function, again call it, and wherever you want you can reuse it again. So make sure to go through about this as well. After this you have files and exception handling. In files, where it comes in like how you are going to read the file, write the file, so different methods of it. Okay, so what is the file methods are there, you will be learning about them. And exception handling, try, except, else, finally, block. So all this is very interesting. So this is mainly used in production, try, except, blocks. So the code should not, because of the error in the code, the server shouldn't go down, right? So we write the entire logic in try and in except. If there is any error, the except will log the error into a log file, but the errors, I mean the code will not stop, it will be running. The server will not go down. So this is mainly useful. So all these functions, this file and exception handling, and object oriented programming, especially OOPS, all this you should know as a data scientist or as an AI engineer. If you are going to build your own product, when you are going to write your modular end-to-end code, this will come in play and it's very important. Okay, After this, OpenCV with Python. So core tool for image processing, you need to understand what is OpenCV and how to use it. So understanding the digital media like images and video representation in CV, what are they, how they work, and basic input and output operations like loading, displaying and saving the images. Color spacing, so in colors they come in different formats, like you have RGB and you have grayscale, and even many other methods like you can see here contrast and shapes. So all these colors, spaces and drawing functions are important. Image processing techniques like how can you blur the image, thresholding and edge detection, how can you remove the edges in the image. Even for example, like if you have an image and you want to remove the background of it, there also actually computer vision plays in the background. I mean, in that particular tool, you know that only the object, so it will detect you as an object, and whatever is at the back end, it will remove that. There also this computer vision plays. You can go and check out those websites. And if you're going to compress image, so if you go with some government websites like passport website or something, there you cannot upload a normal image of yours which is more than which is more than 20 MB or 30 MB. So the limit is only 5 MB. The normal photos which we take in our phone will come up with 20, 17, 18 MB. So what you can do that time, there is something Cure compressor or something. You will compress the image quality. The image which quality which is high, right? You will bring that down to until you get the MB as 4 MB or 3 MB. So that compressing and everything in the image, right? That works with this OpenCV or computer vision only. Object detection and motion tracking, techniques for tracking objects in real time. So here also computer vision plays a main key role, right? So like for example, in metro cities like in Bangalore or in Mumbai, if you are going out without an helmet in your bike, then polices will, I mean the cops will no need to stop you as well. So they'll directly, with the help of the camera, they'll directly detect your number plate. So no helmet, so immediately you'll get a fine you will be getting it in your message. So these all are the main things which you need to understand about OpenCV. Okay, so you need to read about the OpenCV as well. Mathematics and algorithms. So some of the basic mathematics is important here. Linear algebra fundamentals, calculus basics. So you need to know about calculus and the basics. What are vectors, matrices and transformations of it. Probability and statistics, probability distribution, bias, variance theorem and statistical analysis. These all are important actually. Optimization techniques, there are different optimization techniques. Gradient descent and cost function for model refinement. You need to know all about this. So these are some mathematical concepts which you need to go through to understand about them, especially when you are going to work with images, right? Everything will be in numbers and dimensions. So those all calculations, how it works at the back end. Only you know these topics, you can refer them easily and you can get to know them easily. So machine learning algorithms, especially for computer vision. Okay, so generally normal machine learning for text related, you will get there as what you say, like encoder, decoder. So not decoder, like encoding, different encoding techniques, linear regression, logistic regression, all those comes in. Encoder, decoder actually comes in NLP, in transformers architecture. Okay, so this one for machine learning using vision, there you have feature extraction methods where SIFT, HOG and ORB for identifying unique patterns in your images. These are mainly used for computer vision images only. These are some of the algorithms, you can go through about them. Image segmentation, watershed algorithm and k-mean clustering. So k-mean clustering is very important for image segmentation as well as any other segmentation related algorithms, right? This is an unsupervised learning, so you need to know about k-mean clustering clearly. Contrast and shape analysis, identifying and analyzing shapes in the image. Basic classification algorithms like SVM, you have support vector machine, and KN and K nearest neighbor. These both are very important and you need to learn about them in machine learning. So once you are good with this, then you can go with deep learning networks. Like here in deep learning, first you need to know what is forward propagation, backward propagation and ANNs. ANN is your first neural network. Okay, so that you need to understand clearly. Then you need to come up with CNN. So the main frameworks we use in deep learning for coding, right? We use either TensorFlow or PyTorch. It completely depends on you and the problem in which you are working on. Mostly right now all these pre-trained and AI models, like even Meta uses PyTorch. Actually PyTorch is from Meta and TensorFlow is from Google, so they have introduced it. Okay. Image classification with CNN, like recognizing objects in image. For that we use CNN, and transfer learning using VGGNet, ResNet and Inception V3 models. These are some of the models which we use for image classification, segmentation, okay, and transfer learning, learning from those images. Object detection models, you have YOLO, SSD and fast RCNN, which is very important. Again, they play a critical role for detecting the objects and working with them. Image segmentation models, you have UNet and Mask RCNN for detailed segmentation. Object tracking and motion analysis, you have DeepSword for tracking the objects in real time. 3D vision techniques, you have depth estimation and 3D reconstructor. Okay, so you can have a look on these particular things to understand in detail. And real-time processing and deployment. So when it comes to this, you need to understand about real-time object tracking. For that you have optical flow and motion tracking, by using which you can track the images on real time, like how they are walking. So how your actual CCTVs track you. Like when it comes to the public areas, right, the CCTVs track you the same way how they detect the objects and etc. And live object detection, you can apply OpenCV there. Let me tell you a great example here. For example, if you are working with, if you have seen in airports, so if you are going in, they won't allow you without scanning your backpacks. So when you scan your backpacks, they are not going to open it and check that machine. What it will do, it will internally scan it. So real-time motion tracking will be there. It will scan those particular bags and what is inside that. And if there is something dangerous, immediately they'll get the notification, else you are good to go. So that that machine, right, it internally uses computer vision only. Web development basics you require to know, like Flask and Fast APIs for deploying your application. This is must and should if you know about what is Flask and what is Fast API and how you can write modular coding with them. All these Python functions, right, classes and functions which you will be writing based on your project, you should write it with the help of them only. These are web framework which is very important. And even there is one more thing called Django. You can use it for seamless integration, and Django is actually more good in industry compared to Flask and Fast API, because in Django maximum all the features are there. And Git and GitHub is also very much important if you want to learn about, I mean, it's very important actually. They are version controlling tools. Like for example, whatever code you are written, so you will be committing that to your GitHub so that your laptop get crashes. Also the code will be safe in your GitHub. And if you want to share the code, like real time you are working on one particular product and your friend is working on some other product, I mean your colleague or friend, so both have to share code with each other, then GitHub is very best. You can commit your part of code, he can complete his task and he can commit his code to the same repo. So that is very interesting point there. So GitHub is must and should. Make sure to learn about it as well. After this we have cloud deployment. So for this dockering, how to dockerize the particular code. Once you are good to go, like once you have created your complete code, you are good to go. You are good to go for running your code in locally. What about how users will use it? For that you should definitely know how to dockerize that particular code and how to create container out of it, running container, and how you can attach that container to this cloud platforms like you have AWS, GCP and Azure, and how can you use this particular apps and run that particular application as a web UI so that others can use apart from you. So for example, in AWS App Runner you can tag your, you can create your dockerized container and you can tag it, and you can later upload that to ECR, and from ECR you can take it to AWS App Runner. Okay, then App Runner will deploy it completely and you will be able to use that particular application, and even the people around will be able to use it once it is successfully deployed. Computer vision using AI, the bonus point, so which I told you all. Here exploring about the power of AI in computer vision, Hugging Face and Model Hub discovers a rich library of pre-trained models for vision tasks like stable diffusion and image generation. So this particular image which you are seeing right behind above me, so that image in that whatever things you are having right, these are our computer vision related, and this is actually available in Hugging Face models. I'll show you all this. So for pre-trained vision models, you have stable diffusion, and beyond that you have VIT transformers and DALI for image generation, and other generation models like I told you in Gemini you have image gen 3. So I'll show you example how to use them and generate images, and even you have ideogram which is very good at generating the images. Okay. So yeah. Hugging Face model, so just search for Hugging Face models, and if you open this here you will get Hugging Face models here. You can see here multi models and computer vision models. Here you can see here depth estimation, image classification, segmentation, text to image, okay, unconditional image generation, text to video, so zero shot image classification, zero shot object detection, text to 3D, image to 3D. You have many of them. So for example I'll take text to image. So if you take text to image, you have them here. You have stability, stable diffusion 3.5 turbo, and many other. These all are the models actually which you can use them. So for example if I take this stable diffusion 3.5 large, I can use this model actually. So you have the detailed blog about it as well. You can read about it and the model, how the model works. It actually internally uses transformers architecture. All these AI models internally uses transformers architecture as well. So you can see here MLP, multi-layer perceptron, and all this comes in. So to understand this, you should learn about transformers. To learn about transformers, you can check out my channel. There is a complete detailed playlist on transformers. Okay, it will be a very interesting video. So file structure and everything is available here. To use this model, right, just click on use this model and diffusers, and you have your code here. So you have to log in with the help of Hugging Face CLI, or you can give the token later, access token, and you can use this code and you can work with this particular model. So if you want to test these models at Hugging Face itself, then what you can do, you can just click on Hugging Face spaces. So click on the spaces. Here type for zero shot voice clone. Okay, here you can type for stable diffusion. Here stable diffusion 3.5 large, stable diffusion turbo. So I can open any of them. So I'll open this model itself. I'll open this and I'll write a prompt here. So your prompt matters actually. This is just an example I am using here. You can see here, generate a image of a cat running behind rat. This will generate the image. It will take time. By that time, let me also open Gemini. So I have already written the prompt actually previously. You can see here, generate an image of a cat wearing cap. Okay, so cap I can change. Now I can even change this also to green cap. So down you have red, right? I'll change this to green. You can see here, update. You can see here, it generative AI internally uses, Gemini internally uses image gen 3. And you can see here it generates the image of a cat wearing green cap. It looks very realistic. And here you can see here even stable diffusion model 8B generated this cat running behind a rat. So it looks how realistic. You can see here So these all are actually these models. You can use them. You can use them to write code, and you can build your own image generation websites also, and your own idea-based projects also. All this ideagram, Leonardo.ai. So they all were you have used like these kind of models only, and they have built their own startups as well. So if you have any plans there to do that, you can come up as well. So let me just close this. So you can give a try of my many models are there in Hugging Face spaces, and which are very easy to use. You can go and give a try on them. Even in you can say in ChatGPT it is same. You can go and give a try. Okay, there also you can generate the images. So guys, I hope you all got this very clearly. That's all for today's video. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Meet you all again in my next video. Okay guys, bye bye.